G'day everyone, I am BlueBlaze, and today's video is a little bit different. It's not scripted or anything like that. I don't even have any notes in front of me. However, I didn't have much planned for this Wednesday because I am doing a bigger project for next week, and I needed something to go out. Therefore, I thought I might jump on the microphone and see if I can talk about my thoughts for Halo Infinite's third season. In saying that, I haven't played the new Big Team Battle map yet. However, we'll get to that, yeah. I'll talk about what I have at least done and how I feel about it. I guess the first thing to go over is probably a response to my least favorite thing from previous things with this game, would be the menu. And to me at least, I don't know how everyone else is feeling about this, on my PC and with my sister playing on the Xbox next to me, the menus feel snappier, which I am a huge fan of. They were such a slog to get through before, really sluggish and painful. And this might only be my situation. I've heard people have been having crashes with the game and all that sort of thing. I haven't had any of that sort of problem. The game has been running really well for me on my PC. Which I am glad about. It's in the same context as the menus, however. The new backgrounds and everything for the menus is a nice step up from the original. I think the problem with the original is they had too much stigma behind them, like with how the game was back then. And now that they've updated them, hopefully it can shed a little bit of that stigma. I guess running through the new opening menu, like when you first loaded up the title screen, it's interesting. I'd imagine, I'm wondering if that'll change every season from now on, because this one specifically goes with this season, or it might even change every event. I don't know. It hasn't changed during the first event. However, the first event has to go with the start of the season. Therefore, anyway, I would still prefer personally something a little bit more like Halo 1, 2, and 3's menus for the title screen at the least, because that's what I like. Anyway, the new campaign menu, when you go into it and Chief turns around in the Pelican, amazing. I like that. That's nice. It's much nicer than as much as the picture was nice from the previous couple of seasons, it was a half moving picture, half not moving picture thing. Yeah, it was strange. However, yeah, I like Chief turning around in the Pelican. That's nice. All the multiplayer menus with the door and the key ship thing in the background and all that sort of thing, like that as well. Yeah, menus definitely have gotten better in my opinion at the very least. I think the only noticeable thing from them is we have an Xbox One X, not an Xbox Series or anything like that. And when playing in quality mode, they're a little bit laggy and jumpy. However, playing in performance mode, they're fine. They're fine. I guess next thing up is probably the new cutscenes, which are a massive step up. A massive step up from the previous season and the season before that. Oh gosh, it's getting interesting now, which I really like. The previous seasons were... I kind of like the cutscene where they first, like Din and Eklund first show up. That one's okay, I guess. Yeah, other than that though, it didn't give us much story-wise. However, in this new season, going into Jin, I almost keep saying Din's head, yeah, it's amazing. I like it thus far. I'm really excited to see where it goes for the rest of the season and into the next seasons. Next thing, I guess, is probably the new maps. I'm gonna say, yeah, the new maps is probably the next thing. Yeah, I quite enjoy them actually. Cliffhanger and Chasm are the ones I've played. I haven't played the Big Team Battle map yet. I am yet to. I need to. I will get there at one point. haven't worried about it yet. Anyway, yeah, no, Chasm, I like it when they reuse campaign map parts, and that part specifically in the campaign was one that I had huge fun, like, trying to get up as far as I could with the grapple and all that sort of thing. Therefore, like, having it in multiplayer and jumping up along all the... I can't remember what they called. What did they call them? The hexagons? They called them something specific. The hex walls, I think it is. Yeah, jumping up on all the hex wall little bits and pieces and jumping down and getting people. I've had such a fun time on Chasm. Cliffhanger, I would personally put under Chasm a little bit. However, it's still really good. I like that it's more of like a triangle map rather than like a base on either side and go battle in the middle or on the bases and such thing like that. Like there was a point in Capture the Flag where we were playing one flag and we had to defend the flag, and I didn't realize the enemy's base was on another point of the map. I thought it was at a specific point because it's like a triangle, and I don't know, I kind of like that after all everything like that. Therefore, yeah, I do quite like Cliffhanger and Chasm. I think they're pretty good maps. Cliffhanger looks quite nice and all that sort of thing. Yeah. I do like as well how Livefire has updated with the cutscene for the only symbol to come through the door. I'm not going to be showing that in any of this video. This is more like background gameplay behind me while I talk. However, yeah, all that sort of thing, that's neat. I would like them to continue doing that sort of thing, and I am glad they have started to. I guess the next thing would probably be the equipment, the weapons. We'll start with the shroud screen first. I really like the shroud screen. I wasn't expecting to like it as much based off the trailers. However, I don't know, the concept of like it can help both teams, however neither team at the same time, and being able to, when a sniper, you can see a sniper glint thingy from afar pointing at you, stick down a shroud screen and move around in there and the sniper can't see. All that sort of thing is neat. I do like that. Or like if you have a heat wave and then you hop inside one of the shroud screens, turn it to horizontal mode and fire out, and you're almost guaranteed to hit someone all the time if there is someone there. Usually you play it a little bit more strategically than that. You see someone, then put the shroud screen down and then hit it. However, yeah, I do like that. That's great. Oh, that is fun. I was about to say DMR, the bandit rifle. I'm going to keep calling it the DMR, however, because that's what I know it as. I think Hidden Xperia said something in his video. However, the DMR is my favorite weapon out of Halo. It has been for a while. Ironically, not from Reach, from Halo 4. And then I've continued to use it both in Halo 5 and I guess in Halo Reach when I've gone back to it after Halo 4. However, yeah, the DMR is... there's nothing really else to use other than the DMR in Halo Reach. However, like I could use the Magnum. Anyway, that's off topic. DMR, always been my favorite weapon in Halo. And I really, really like this one. Like, I don't know, the feel of it. And I like that they took the scope of it. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. However, the feel of using it feels a little bit more impactful than previous DMRs, I want to say. I guess, I don't know if that has something to do with the shorter range or anything like that. However, I quite enjoy it. However, why this weapon? Yeah, thanks, it's nice for me, I do like it. However, of all the weapons they could have added in as their first DLC weapon to the game, or I can't call it DLC weapon, their first seasoned weapon, new weapon to the game after launch, the DMR, like another basic precision weapon, that's kind of strange. Like, as much as I like the DMR, I would have preferred something a little bit more obscure. Either a new weapon that does some fun stuff, or like a previous weapon that as well does some fun stuff that's not a precision weapon. And like, I say like, I don't know, the Furoid cannon would probably be my first pick to put in. That sort of thing, like bouncing it off the walls would be fun, especially in Chasm, that'd be great. Anyway, all those fun little things like the plasma rifle, or, I don't know, the old brute weapons like the Mauler, not the Mauler. Yes, the Mauler. That is it, isn't it? Yes, the Mauler. I don't know, I was getting Mangler and Mauler switched up then. Yeah, the Mauler and the Spiker and all that sort of thing. Fun little weapons that they could tune up to be a little bit better in this gameplay, I think would be amazing. However, the DMR is... it's a DMR. It fires one thing and hits someone with it. Like, there's nothing else to it. And, I don't know, I guess... I don't know, as much as I like it, if it was like a supplement to another weapon that was being added, I think that would have been better. Like, it was a little side thing. I don't know, it's neither here nor there. However, well, actually it is here nor there. Should have been a different weapon. Thank you for the DMR 343. Please add some more obscure weapons, however. That's all I'm saying. I guess the last thing to talk about is the armors that I can think of. Is there anything else to talk about other than that? Not going over in my head. If there is, I'm sorry for not addressing it. And the armors, First, I'm going to talk about, I keep calling it the SPI armor. It's called Mirage technically in the game, however, I know it's SPI. Half of them look good, I think, for SPI. Like, the majority of the ones that not even the majority, like, I think half of them look okay. They look like SPI armor. They look really neat, and I am a huge fan of the lore behind them already anyway. Therefore, I was really excited to see it come into the game. However, some of the other armors for SPI look a little bit, Halo 5. And they do not look good in my opinion. And I remember when all this new random armors got added to MCC, and I am not a fan of most of the armors that have been added to MCC myself. I know people were really happy because more content was coming to MCC in general. However, if it wasn't for the fact that there are some really nice looking new armors as well that came to Halo 3 and MCC, if it wasn't for those, I would have the toggle switched off and have the basic normal everything looking, because I do not like it when they do all the funny looking silly things and all that sort of stuff, and the other half of Spy looks like that. And what's worse is the other new armor core, the Chimera armor core, is that personified. It is probably the worst armor I have ever seen that's not the Seeker helmet from Halo 5. In my opinion, anyway. Apart from that, however, I can't say there's much else to talk about. Not that I can think of. Yeah, basically, overall, my thoughts on this is it is really good, this update. Not great, it's really good. Like, there could have been way more, however, it's the best we've gotten thus far. Anyway, I do quite enjoy this update. However, I believe that is all from me. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for the messiness and unscriptedness of it, and I shall be back in the next one. Cheers, everyone.